everyone, it's Daphne from Scrap and Create, and today I'm going to walk through my newly completed 8.5 by 8.5 mini album featuring Graphic 45, Life is a Journey. So here's my cover, so I'm going to bring it up close so I can show you a couple of features. So this is one of the die cuts here that I've layered on top. This was the signature page, which is what's from the 12 by 12 collection. I used a couple of the matte pearls here on the front. I had pack left over from our last project, so I'm going to keep using these throughout my albums until I've used my pack up. I made these two design features, and these are just rosettes, and they're very easy to make, and you can find all kinds of tutorials online to make these. Then I used a punch to cut this password out of some of the design papers. Here's a piece of the chipboard on top. And then the one I used was the striped bicycles from the 12 by 12 collection. And I thought that made a really pretty rosette. Right in the back is this clock that is a die cut from the collection, or from the die cut packs as well. I've popped this element right here, which is a cut apart, and I layered it on here because the Life is a Journey words were right here, and when I cut through the pattern I had to cut part of it off, so I wanted to cover that up, and that's why I added this piece here and then layered on top these design features. This is, like I said, from the die cuts. And then I've also popped the motor vehicle here, and I had previously cut into the second of this image out of the collection pack, so I actually fussy cut this from the cover of the 12 by 12 pack, so it's got a little bit of gloss to it. I don't usually do that, but I wanted to pop my vehicle, and so that's how I achieved it here. So that's my cover. I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. Here's my spine, another piece of the chipboard, and it's very simple here. And then a very simple back. This was one of my favorite patterns in the collection. I really like it. You could easily have added a piece of die cut here or chipboard, but I like it so much I just left it simple. Okay, so my goal here was, you know, when I was going through the collection, was to sort of lean more to the blacks and yellows and reds and away from some of the purple in the collection. You'll see it in the collection, but I didn't want it to be the focal point. So that's kind of my design goal going into it, and partly because the collections or the projects that I had already seen done with this collection really featured the purple, so I wanted to do something different. Okay, here's my inside cover. And there is a tutorial for these two pieces, and then in the embellishment phase I went ahead and added this strip, and I'll pull it up close. It's just a strip, and all I did was center the alphabet on the strip, and then I lined it with some black paper to make it sort of pop out a little bit, and to pull the purple in from this side. This is one of the ephemera journaling cards. This is one of the die cuts that I added, and here's another one of those matte pearls, flat back pearls. Okay, we've got some stripes, and this is a small pocket tuck spot. This is one of the cut aparts that I'm featuring on the pocket. And these open, so you've got plenty of storage. You could easily get a 5x7 photo here on this spread, as well as tuck some 4x6 photos inside both of these cards. So you got room for a photo, journaling, and another photo if you like. Okay. And then I leave these open back. There's another one of the flat back pearls. I actually made my inserts for this project a little bit smaller than usual. Normally I do 7/8 by 8. I did 7 3/4 by 7 3/4 and just made them square. Okay, and I just realized when I started the walkthrough that I forgot to bring my scraps in, so I'm going to pause and go get those when I'm done with the walkthrough. Okay, here is one of the flaps. It moves up. It opens down. So you have these two coordinating flaps, and then you have one more large flap, like so. Okay. All right, now this has a flap and then a waterfall, and then I've just threaded through a piece of the chipboard here onto the ribbon that I used. This is ribbon that comes with the bundle if you buy the bundle from us. I created a little tuck spot here, and just another ephemera journaling card. This opens up. I put one of the the die cut down here, and it's blank, so you could easily name the event that you're featuring in this collection, or the date, or both. And then this is just a simple waterfall. And I only covered one side of the waterfalls. And I did that specifically because I knew you didn't have a whole lot of space to work with for your photos here. Okay, and then there is another nice large mat that you could easily put lots of photos on. And because I trimmed it down and made it a little bit smaller, I think it'll fit in there very neatly. Okay, and here's something I had done. This is new. I used ribbon and magnets to hold these chipboard pieces in place. It looks like my matte flat pearl moved. I'm having a hard time saying that. So these open to reveal a large spread in the center, but then they also open out to the side. So they're kind of an accordion style. So they open and there's quite a bit of space for photos. So easily for 3.5 by 3.5 would fit on this panel. These panels are 4 inches wide, so you could put a 4 by 6 or slightly under 4 by 6. Okay, and it all closes up like so, and the same thing is true over here. So they're similar on the inside, but not exactly the same. So this is a nice large spread for lots of photos. There's the inside. And then again, this ribbon comes across. There's a magnet underneath the ribbon, between the ribbon and the chipboard, and it just holds everything in place. Okay. And here we see lots of blue and purple. Lots of blue, lots of blue. So this is one of the cut aparts. And this flips up. You got your stripes and your solid blue. Again, stripes in the solid blue. And there we go. And that's just one of the die cuts. Make sure I got that in frame. Okay. Same thing, we've got a waterfall with a 4x8 flap. There's a little piece of chipboard, a die cut here, and then this is a 7 flap waterfall. Okay, it's like so. There we go. And then this is one of the die cuts that I just strung through. Like on the other one, I'd used a piece of chipboard just to run across the center, just to make it interesting. Another large photo mat. That was actually in upside down. Okay, and then our last page is just the same as page 1, or it's a mirror of page 1. We've got our ephemera card matted and layered on top of a flap that holds everything in place. This opens to the left and to the right. We've got this collage in the center, a pocket, a tuck spot here. So this is just a cut apart with a piece of chipboard. And then we've got another pocket, and these are cards, so you can add journaling plus a photo in both of these. There we go. Goes like so and like so. And that is Life is a Journey. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I did something a little different where I was releasing pages as I completed them, where typically I wait until I finish the whole album and I release the series all at one time. I've gotten some feedback. I think most people prefer that I release the whole series at once, so that was just a test drive. I wanted to give it a try. So I'll probably go back to my old method where I'm releasing the whole series at one time, which starts with the walkthrough. So thanks everybody for your feedback on that, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share our channel with other people that you know are crafters in the paper craft space. So we appreciate it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Daphne from Scrap and Create. See you later. Okay, I forgot to share with you the papers that I have left over, so I'm back. I'm going to slide this aside. I'm going to let you see what was left over. So I did have, and this is kind of in a box and it's a jumbled mess, so it's too hard to go through, but I have some ephemera cards left, some small and large ephemera journaling cards left, and a pretty good amount of the die cuts I tried to use more than I normally do. I'd say I have about half of the chipboard left. So I've got lots of strips, lots of small pieces, just a handful. It's pretty thin. A handful of, let's see, 4-inch 4x12s. I'd say there's 5 of those. A whole bunch of little ones, which are 4x4s, great for card making. And I'd say a fair amount, I'm not going to count them up here for you, but a fair amount that are in the 5x7 range in size. So easily repurposed into card making or photo mats, but really kind of too small for a whole bunch more. I think this is one 8x8 sheet that I had left. Everything else is some portion of an 8x8 or a 12x12. And then in the 12x12s itself, I have a total of 3 complete sheets left, and a half sheet. So not a whole lot. And if you did more decorating of the inserts or the cards where I only put designer paper on one side, or partially, I mean, if you covered these front and back, I mean, that would certainly use up some of the paper that I just showed you. But I do want to point out that I don't always cover both sides of my photo mat inserts, and I did this time, and we still wound up with some leftovers. So plenty to make cards with, and you could maybe do like a folio project, but not much more than that, because I think you'd run out of large scale papers to cover anything of any substantial size. If you had one of the ATC mini albums, those 6x6, you could probably cover one with what's left over. And that is it for this video walkthrough, and I'll do a better job of trying to make sure that I cover what paper is left over at the end of all projects and incorporate that into the walkthrough so you guys know what I used. So I did use most of my large ephemera cards in this project, either in bifolds or as features in the design, but I did have quite a few of the smaller ephemera cards left, ephemera journaling cards left. So just wanted to walk through that for you guys. Thanks everybody again for tuning in. Sorry I forgot that in the first place, but like I said, I'll do a better job of trying to cover that with each of the projects moving forward. Thanks again. This is Daphne from Scrap and Create. We'll see you soon.